You're aware of the survey evidence received by this Royal Commission that 77% of Jewish Australians identify as Zionist, aren't you?
Yes, I'm aware of that evidence.
Are you aware that Dr. Rich, who is an expert on anti-Semitism and the Director of Policy at the Community Security Trust in the UK, he gave evidence on 13 May, which was 4 days before your post describing Zionism as violent extremism, in which he said a person can be completely opposed to everything the Israeli government does and be just as much a Zionist, sharing only the belief in Jewish national determination in the ancient homeland. Are you aware of that evidence?
I'm not aware of that evidence.
Are you aware of that view within the Jewish community, that that's a version of Zionism?
I'm aware that that can be a position that people have, yes.
And a person within the majority of Australian Jews who identify as Zionist may be a person who's totally opposed to everything the Israeli government does, and yet on your framework can be dehumanised within our institutions with impunity. Is that right? Because they identify as a Zionist.
The framework is not there to give permission to dehumanisation based on political belief. It's there to safeguard human rights advocacy, along with to stop dehumanisation based on protected attributes. And I think that it's very there will be instances where people will be aggrieved because they will say, well, you know, my experience hasn't come under this framework, and it is entirely within their rights to go through the courts to lodge a hate speech complaint and to have that assessed by a judge. And I think as soon as we at the moment, case law in Australia is quite clear, but it may develop over time. But ultimately, I think there is a need for institutions to have clarity and to distinguish between political beliefs and ideologies and protected characteristics. It's overwhelmingly important for human rights, because human rights exist to counter state abuses, and if we're unable to speak about human rights, then we lose the whole point of human rights.
And the flip side of what you're saying about human rights is that there is an express permission within your proposed framework which would permit the dehumanisation of political ideologies, in which you include Zionism and the adherents thereof, isn't there?
Yes, along with communism and everything else.